Greetings, fellow hobbyists. After a brief hiatus, we embark on a new journey together. A quest to unveil the ultimate hobby room, a space that transcends the mundane and transports us into a realm of creativity and imagination. In this video, I'm going to build my ultimate hobby room. After relocating and moving the old setup to my parents' new house, I've been working with Keith, my godfather, for over 20 years to build in miniature the most screen accurate Warhammer boards of Middle-earth. From starting at such a young age when the films first came out, I've learned so many skills, and now we put them to use for commissions and more projects alike. The old shed, a relic of the past, was the foundation of my previous adventures. But fear not, for change is upon us. I've transformed this humble abode into a haven for all things Warhammer and Middle-earth, and I can't wait to take you on this journey. With the stroke of a brush and the echo of hammer on nail, the walls have come to life. I really wanted to create a space that could be multi-purpose for shooting videos with a nice backdrop, some cabinets and models on display, as well as a workshop to paint and build more terrain. Once the shed was built and before putting any furniture in, we needed to paint it. I wanted to completely transform the old into something new. White paint was the way forward. Now, I don't know about you, but if you've ever decorated or painted any walls in your house or at home, painting white can take ages because it needs so many coats. I think in total we did 6 coats of white paint. It felt like it was never ending. But eventually, over a few days, we got there and could move on to the ceiling. I've stolen this trick from Benji's Hobbies. If some of you watch his channel, go and check it out, because he used PVC strips in his hobby room and I thought it looked great. So Keith and I began cutting and fitting them in place. While Keith was visiting me up north, we had to make the trip to Warhammer World to celebrate 20 years since the return of the King. Seeing as Nottingham is not too far from Chesterfield, I've been able to go a few times in the last year. However, Keith hasn't been since I was a kid, so it was a real treasure going back together. The displays for Middle-earth and the exhibition are breathtaking, and we loved every second, being able to admire all the different display boards, terrain techniques used across multiple factions and fantasy worlds. If you've never been, I would highly recommend going.
Go for it. 17 years ago, when David was 13, I brought him here with a friend, and we saw this model of Minas Tirith. Can't believe it's 17 years.
After the paint was dry, we recruited the craftsmanship of the Dwarven architects at IKEA. These units and cabinets were perfect for what we needed, kindly donated by my mother-in-law. Shortly after, I think Chesterfield had the most amount of rain it's ever had. Chatsworth Road was even flooded and it caused an absolute nightmare. I had leaks below the windows and joins in the wood, so I had to fill them with sealant. Once I had dried the shed out, got over the damp, repainted and plugged all the gaps, I was ready to move in. I then began populating the space with the furniture I needed. I moved the old trestle table back in and I added doors and lights to the cabinets. I also put the map of Middle-earth back on the far wall. During the move, my dad found loads of old posters I had as a teenager. 2 of them were perfectly suited to go on the other side of the wall opposite the windows. So just a quick update from me. I've been plugging leaks and water and gaps in here to get it right. Finished the ceiling,
So that's looking really, really nice. And now I've finally got all my boxes in from the house. I'm just gradually sorting and deciding where I'm going to put stuff. I'm definitely getting some models in these cabinets as well. So we're getting there, making progress.
I ordered a few accessories from Amazon to add final touches to my hobby space. Brilliant Evolution stick-on lights with a remote, all are wireless, battery operated, perfect for the cabinets and underneath the shelves. I also ordered myself a brand new white LED desk lamp with a clip, swing arm and base. This will be great for when I sit and paint through new army miniatures. Do let me know in the comments if there's anything I've not thought of or you think would come in handy. Would love to know what you've got in your hobby space. Now I know I still need to sort all the shelves out, they don't look very organised, it never ends. It's taken weeks to get to this stage. Before Christmas I was gifted a very thematic Lord of the Rings clock, which I just had to get up on the back wall as well. Projects I'm really looking forward to is finishing my Osgiliath display, starting on a new celebration for the Return of the King, and did someone mention something for a magazine? You'll have to wait to find out. And now, my fellow adventurers, my old but new space is about 90% of the way to completion. A couple more doors for the cabinet, a few more models on display, and I think we are just about there. Join me as we embark on a new chapter, a chapter written in the ink of passion and bound by the covers of our shared hobby. Make sure you subscribe, for the journey has just begun. Until next time, may your paintbrushes be steady and your dice always roll in your favour. Happy hobbying.